he built the most destructive weapon in human history, then spent the rest of his life trying to stop it. On July 16, 1945, in the New Mexico desert before sunrise, the world changed forever. A light appeared that was brighter than the sun. A sound followed that shook the earth for 200 miles. And a man standing in the observation bunker watched the mushroom cloud rise into the dark sky and whispered words from an ancient Hindu scripture. "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." His name was Julius Robert Oppenheimer, and he had just done the thing he would spend the rest of his life trying to undo. He was born April 22, 1904, in New York City. The son of a German Jewish textile importer and a painter mother who filled their Manhattan apartment with Van Goghs and Picassos. He was extraordinary from the beginning, and he knew it. He graduated from Harvard in 3 years, earned his PhD in theoretical physics from the University of Göttingen, Germany, at 23. He could read Sanskrit. He spoke 6 languages. He wrote poetry. He was the most intellectually brilliant man in almost any room he entered. He became a professor at UC Berkeley and transformed American theoretical physics. Students followed him everywhere. He was magnetic, theatrical, impossible to ignore. He smoked constantly. He drove too fast. He quoted the Bhagavad Gita at dinner parties. And when his country called on him to build the most destructive weapon ever conceived, he said yes. 1942. The United States was at war. Nazi Germany was believed to be developing an atomic bomb. The race had begun, and America needed someone to win it. General Leslie Groves chose Oppenheimer to lead what became the Manhattan Project. It was an extraordinary gamble. Oppenheimer had never managed a large organization. He had no administrative experience. He had communist associations that made the military deeply uncomfortable. But Groves saw what others missed, the only mind capable of holding the entire project together. Oppenheimer built Los Alamos, New Mexico from nothing. He recruited the greatest scientific minds on Earth: Fermi, Bohr, Feynman, Teller. He housed them in the desert, organized them, inspired them, drove them. In less than 3 years, they built the bomb. Stop right here. Drop in the comments, should Oppenheimer have built it? If he hadn't, someone else would have. Does that change your answer? I want this debate below. July 16, 1945. The Trinity test, New Mexico desert, 5:29 a.m. The detonation produced a light visible for 200 miles. A heat 3 times hotter than the sun's surface. A shock wave that knocked men off their feet 20 miles away. Oppenheimer watched the mushroom cloud rise and spoke his Sanskrit words. His colleague Kenneth Bainbridge looked at him and said, "Now we are all sons of bitches." 3 weeks later, Hiroshima, August 6, 1945. 80,000 people dead in a single morning. 3 days after that, Nagasaki, 40,000 more. Japan surrendered. The Second World War ended. The atomic age began. Oppenheimer had done exactly what his country asked of him. And now he could not sleep. He told President Truman directly, "I feel I have blood on my hands." Truman was furious. He later told aides that Oppenheimer was a crybaby, and he never wanted to see him again. But Oppenheimer could not stop saying it. He dedicated himself to international arms control. He argued passionately against the hydrogen bomb, a weapon 1,000 times more powerful than what he had already built. He made enemies. The most dangerous enemy was Lewis Strauss, chairman of the Atomic Energy Commission, a man who had been humiliated by Oppenheimer in front of a Senate committee. Strauss did not forget. In 1954, 9 years after Trinity, the United States government put Oppenheimer on trial. Not a criminal trial, a security hearing. his loyalty questioned, his communist associations, some real, most exaggerated, used as weapons against him. The hearing was a spectacle of institutional cruelty. Former colleagues testified against him. Evidence was manipulated. His conversations had been illegally wiretapped. The man who built the weapon that ended the Second World War was found to be a security risk. His clearance was revoked. He was erased. He retreated to Princeton. He directed the Institute for Advanced Study. He continued to think and write and speak. But the government had taken something that could not be given back. In 1963, President Lyndon Johnson awarded him the Enrico Fermi Award, a partial, belated acknowledgement of what had been done to him. Oppenheimer accepted it. He died February 18, 1967. Throat cancer. From the cigarettes, he had never stopped smoking. He was 62 years old. In 2022, 55 years after his death, the United States government officially vacated the 1954 security hearing ruling. They admitted the process had been flawed. They admitted he had been wronged. He was not alive to hear it. The physicists have known sin, he said, and this is a knowledge which they cannot lose. He built the weapon that ended the deadliest war in human history. He then spent every remaining year of his life warning the world about the weapon he had built. He was celebrated, then destroyed, then, too late, partially restored. The bomb still exists. The weapons he warned against still exist. The world he helped create and spent the rest of his life trying to correct still exists. Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds. He said it once, in a desert, before sunrise, in 1945. He was still saying it when he died. If Oppenheimer's story stayed with you, subscribe now and turn on notifications. Because every figure we cover on this channel changed the world. Some built it, some burned it, some built the thing that could end it entirely. And we are not done yet. Don't miss the next one.